Good morning students. So today I am taking last part of chapter 5 and now the topic is actual parameters. So the parameters which is used in function calling statement or a function invoking statement is called actual parameters. These in calling statement there will be a no data type will be used, or we can say with actual parameters no data type is used. And next is a formal parameters. So the parameters which is used in function definition are called formal parameters, and with these parameters data types are used. Let's take an example. Here this is the class demo and this is the function definition of sum function. So void sum integer a comma integer v, so these are called the parameters, and these are the parameters with a data type used in function definition. So these are called formal parameters. So here we are finding the sum of two numbers which is passed with the help of parameters a and b. So here we are printing the sum. And now this is the main function. In main function we are creating an object, and there is the calling statement obj.sum, and we are passing x comma y. So x comma y, these are the actual parameters because in this no data type is used. Now the next one is what is the use of return keyword or a return statement. So there are the two most work of a return statement. Number first, return a value from a function, and second, immediately exit from a function when return statement execute. Let's take an example of a return statement. So when we will use the return statement, then the return type of function should be not void. Void means that function will not return any value. So in this we are taking a same previous example, but here in place of void we are putting integer. So this is the return type. So when the function will calculate the final value, this will be returned in integer. So a and b, two value will be come here, and we are returning a plus b. And now we are making a main function for the calling. So first we are creating an object, and here we are calling a function sum obj.sum x comma y. So this will be go from here to here, and this function will return a value. So that value we will get here and stored in answer, and we will print the value of answer. Or we can say in return statement, using a return statement we can send a calculated answer of a function from one function to another function. Now the next is a most important topic is a method overloading. This is also called a function overloading. So the polymorphism oops concept is used here. So when more than one function in a class we are creating by same name with a different parameter list, and parameter list is also called a function signature. So it is called a method overloading. In this example we are overloaded a function, and the name of the function is a sum. So first function is the sum with two parameters, integer a, integer v, and we are printing the value of a and b. Next function we are again making a sum, and there are the three parameters, integer a, comma integer b, comma integer c. And here we are printing the value of a plus b plus c. Next again we are making a function sum, and the parameter is a double a comma double b. and here we are printing the addition of a and b. So in this program there are the three functions and the name of the function is a sum. First sum function, there is the two parameter of integers type. In case of the second function there are the three parameter of integer type, and in third function there are the two parameters of double type. So the function name is same but the parameter list is different, so this is called a function overloading. And now we are invoking this function in a main function. So first we have to create an object of class. So the demo obj equal new demo, and now we are calling obj.sum, and when we are passing a two integer value, so the system will automatically find out. So first function will be invoke here, and when we are passing a two double type of value, then system will call a function of sum with double parameters. So here the third function will be called and void and obj.sum, and here the three parameter we are passing, and these parameter is the integer type. So the function will be invoke sum with three parameters of integer type. Let's take a one more example. Is here in this program we have to overload a function minimum. First function with two integer data type n1 and n2, and this function returning a value integer. In second function the name of the function is a minimum. There is a three integer value and all these are the integer type. So class number, integer minimum, integer n1 comma n2, and here we are finding the smallest digit between n1 and n2. So this question is solved here with the help of ternary operator. So n1 is less than n2, so value of n1 will be stored in small, otherwise the value of n2 will be stored in small, and we are returning here the small. Second function, there the integer minimum. There are three parameter of integer type x1, x2 and x3. Here we are finding a minimum value between 3. So here we are using our function minimum. So mat.minimum, this will find out the minimum value between x and x1 and x2, and finally again and store in sm, and finally we are finding the minimum value between sm and x3. So finally we will get the minimum uh, number between x1, x2 and x3 in small, and here we are returning the value of small. So this is the function calling statement. In first we are passing a two parameters, in second we are passing a three parameters. So this is also one of the best example of function overloading. So in function overloading there may be a different parameters we can also use.